here and there, um, with compliance, with regulatory compliance, trying to find new markets, and some of us have big dreams for exports, but everything is step by step. One step leads to the other. And then one of these steps that we've found out as a game changer to food processing startups is NAFDAC registration. It is important because it breaks open new frontiers in business, and it's a leveler. It's a leveler. So without much ado, I would like to hear each of us speak. This is not a lecture room. This is not we're not, I'm not preaching here. So we're here to interact. We're here to know one another. We're here to know what we are doing. So starting from Opeyemi, if you can hear me, I would like you to introduce yourself, and Huda will proceed, followed by Isaac, and then Mercy, and then Mbam will speak. So let's introduce ourselves and get to know one another. So we introduce ourselves by telling us our names, our location, our product, right? Whether it is whether we have begun, right, or we are looking to begin. Okay, whether you have a place where you started running business, or you are still in the process of conceptualizing your and fine-tuning your business product. Okay, so we want to hear those ideas. All right, so let's go. Opayami, let's hear from you. Okay, if Opayami is not available, you can proceed. Tell us your name, your location, and your food product. Okay, Fuda is also not available. Mr. Isaac, we can hear from you.
Okay. Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Okay, my name is Isaac Osao. I My location is Benin City,
Okay.
Edo State. Um,
So what's your food product?
I've not really started. I've not begun, but I'm looking into the snacks. That's the aspect of snacks in food.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Mbam, we can hear from you. Introduce yourself. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you do. Your food product. If she's not available, we can proceed to Chinedu. Mr. Chinedu, or Chinedu, you can tell us who you are, your name, your location, and your food product. Okay. Mercy, LGD, Ebere, Mbutiedem, Oluyemi Aweni. We can hear from you in no particular order. Otherwise, we'll proceed to the next session of our webinar. Okay, Mercy and LGD are ready to speak. Let's hear from you.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good
My name
evening.
is Tara Tiba. My location is Lagos. I'm in the business of healthy juices and treats. I think that's about all. Is there any other thing I should?
All right, you can tell us your ATM pin, but fine, you're welcome. Mercy, you can.
All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Benin Bomesi Ebila. I'm based in Benin, yeah. So my line of
Okay.
business, I'm a pastry chef. I'm a caterer actually, but let me narrow it down to pastry chef. Messi cedar meals. So we make peanuts, plantain chips, nuts, and that's it.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome,
Thank
everyone. You're welcome, everyone. With that, we're proceeding to the next session of webinar. Please the founder and CEO of the Hub, which is the next session. You can send reactions, you can send reactions, you can send reactions to usher in.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Hello. Yes, we
Yes,
can hear you.
Mama.
Good evening, everybody. Let me show my face briefly. Good evening. I can see all your reactions. Let me clap too. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. I I want to sincerely welcome you all to today's session. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you all hear me?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think I'll use it louder. Can you hear me better now?
We can hear you, ma'am.
Very
Yes.
clearly.
Okay, thank you so much for joining. My name is Ihedi Makawikune, and it's a pleasure being in your space today. It's a pleasure being in your space today. And I'm also especially happy that we called for this meeting, and entrepreneurs are very willing and eager to upgrade their businesses. It's a very great thing. If you can just clap for yourself, encourage yourself, because some other people saw this flyer but they went to sleep. But you saw it and you are moved with passion for your business. You are moved with doing it things right. You are moved with scaling your business. And that passion has not let you to go to sleep by this time. And that's why you have pushed yourself to this point to be in this conversation today. So I'll say congratulations to you for taking this great step to be here. So without wasting further of your time, we will go into the we'll go into the session straight up. So I was wondering why it is that a couple of us did not want to introduce ourselves. You know, one part of the entrepreneurial journey that I've found that has been very useful is ability to network. Even though this is a virtual session, but your ability to network and speak about what you do, that is what pushes you out. So subsequently, whenever you get an opportunity in a gathering to speak, do not hesitate to mention your name, mention your business. How do they say it? Carry your market for your head, because you don't even know who is looking for partnership. You don't know who is in this call. You don't know the opportunities that are available. There are some people that say a closed mouth is a closed destiny. It may not be 100% accurate, but there's some level of truth in that. So whenever you get opportunity in events, entrepreneurial events, or any event of any sort, except you are sneaking in, that's not the sector you want to play in. Once it's your sector, I would encourage you to speak up about your business. It makes you refine what you do. If you keep talking about your business, you will keep getting it right better and better. So thank you once again. So I'll go ahead and turn off this video. You have seen my face. So I'll turn off this video and we'll go straight into the call. Thank you very much. So you let me know if you can see my screen. Once you can see my screen, let me know. I don't like I like conversations where people can interact. So as much as possible, if you have a question, you go ahead and ask the question. If if I'm losing you at any point, maybe I'm talking too fast, or I'm using terminologies that you do not understand, I will also suggest that you speak up as well. Are we together? Can you see my screen now?
Nope, your screen is not yet up.
Okay.
In the meantime, fill out your attendance form in the chat box. Fill out the attendance form in the chat box so we can capture your details.
Sorry, I didn't get that, sir.
Okay, someone said they
Sir,
didn't
please,
get
you
that.
said something. I didn't
There
get
is a
it.
chat box. There is the attendance form is in the chat box. Okay, the attendance form is a link in the chat box. So you can hit the link and fill out your details so your attendance can be captured. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Sorry, please hold on. I'm trying to get my screen back on. Admin, can you please chat me privately? Okay, I got it. All right. I believe you can see the screen now. So we're talking about NAFDAC registration made simple. I don't know if there's any person here who has tried registering with NAFDAC before now. Has anyone tried registering with NAFDAC before now? Anybody? Okay, so let's say that nobody here has registered with NAFDAC. We have done our welcomes. We have said who we are and everything. Then I am your facilitator. My name is Ihedima Kawekune, and I'll be guiding you through today's session. Because of time, I'm going to be skipping a lot. So somebody may wonder, why are we doing this that we are doing? Why are we running this event? Why are we teaching people? There are three major reasons why we are doing this. The first one is the confusion that comes with that SMEs face when they start their NAFDAC journey. Most people in bigger organizations, for instance, they have the dedicated desk that works about all their compliance. So those people sort out their all the compliance documentation that they need. But when it comes to small businesses, many small businesses are doing everything all by themselves. So you find out that you don't have a dedicated desk. You are the one that is going to do it. And sometimes when you get to NAFDAC office to process this NAFDAC certification by yourself, it becomes very much confusing. It becomes very much confusing from your end. So the question is now, how do you go about this? Some people may go to consultants, to use consultants to sort it out, but consultants charge a lot of money. I, for one, charge 500,000 naira to get NAFDAC certification for one product. But you find out that many entrepreneurs, if you have that 500,000 naira handy on you, the best thing to do for an entrepreneur that is still budding, that money can get you some equipment. That money can get you raw materials. instead of paying it to one consultant to process NAFDAC certification for one product. So you find out that that kind of using consultants is more convenient for the bigger establishments. So the SMEs are stuck on their own, trying to solve this problem all by themselves. Then another reason why we do this is because of public health. For public health's sake, several times we have seen fake products in circulation, we have seen contaminated products in circulation, and we wonder what is NAFDAC actually doing about this. So because of the safety of humans, FDI Hub has a mandate to help provide knowledge and support to entrepreneurs to help them get things right, especially those in the food sector. So that is why we exist. That is why we are doing this. So I don't know if there are any person that joined us for week one, last week's webinar. In last week's webinar, we discussed about what NAFDAC really requires from entrepreneurs, especially those in SMEs. What mistakes do people make that cause delay in their NAFDAC approvals? And also we looked at the roadmap to get NAFDAC approved without wasting much money and time. If you missed last week's session, please contact the admin. We would have chatted you or called you in the past 24 hours. So if you have been reached out, or check the admin on the group, we'll also post the link on the group. You watch it on our YouTube channel. So this week, what we are going to learn this week, the major thing we are learning today is food safety. The major thing we're going to learn today is food safety. And food safety, under food safety, we are going to be looking at good manufacturing practice, good hygiene practice. And again, we're going to repeat the roadmap to get NAFDAC approved without wasting lots of money and lots of time. There's always a way, and we understand that way. And that is what we are bringing to you today. So first of all, what is NAFDAC? We may know that NAFDAC means National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, but what exactly does it mean to an entrepreneur in the food sector? What exactly does it mean to us? What is their mandate? What limits do they have? What authorities do they have as a body? NAFDAC is mandated to regulate and control. Regulate and control. Regulation means that they can limit what you are doing. They can ban your product. NAFDAC regulates and controls the manufacture, importation, exportation, distribution, advertisement, sale, and use of food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, bottled water, and chemicals. All these products I mentioned are classified as regulated products. The reason why they are doing this is to protect public health. So when you see that NAFDAC has the mandate to handle any person that is, they control whether you are advertising, whether digital marketing or offline. Most times they do not clamp on all that, but I want us to understand that they have a mandate to do that, meaning that if you are presenting your product to the public to eat, to consume, and it is not NAFDAC approved, it did not pass through NAFDAC, you are actually breaking the law. It is punishable by both fines and imprisonment. I'm saying it so that we can understand the gravity of this. Maybe because of the way the country functions, that enforcement in a lot of things is not okay. That is why all of the people that are still trading are still trading. But on the other hand, while good people like you that seek to do things the right way are seeking knowledge, there are also other people who are not doing things the right way, and they are bringing out poisonous substances in the name of food for the general public. NAFDAC has a mandate to curb all this. So now that we understand what NAFDAC is, what is food safety? We're going to look at what food safety means. Food safety is referring to scientific methods, routines, and practices used to handle, to prepare, and store food in order to prevent contamination and foodborne illnesses. Why am I teaching entrepreneurs on food safety? If you do not understand food safety, you may be doing a lot of things the wrong way without even with a sincere heart. You may be poisoning people. You may have killed a lot of people with a sincere heart. If what you are doing, I saw a lady that was advertising how she makes her fufu, and she was pouring in bleach, pouring in paracetamol, and she was boldly and cheerfully advertising, showing behind the scenes for her product. I've seen somebody that was showing behind the scenes of his groundnut product, of an innovation that he has made. What is his innovation? He pours acid into groundnut and he burns it in 5 seconds. The groundnut is fully roasted. And he was like, wow, he has hit jackpot. So instead of all the things, all he needs is 1 cup of acid into a full bag of groundnut and he roasts in seconds. He's not literate. Literacy means knowing something. You may be well learned, but still an illiterate in certain areas or not knowledgeable in certain areas. There's a lot of us here who are into food processing, but you do not have a science background. So these things, you do not understand them. We know that we have lawyers who are into food processing. We have accountants who are into food processing. And because they do not have enough funds to hire help at this time, we have people that didn't even attend secondary school and they are doing food processing. If you do not understand food safety, you may be releasing poison to the public in a sincere heart, but you might be guilty of murder. So whatever processes that we are making, there has to be a scientific method they are following. There has to be a routine, what you do often. There has to be certain practices you use in handling, in preparation, in storage, or in distribution of your products. If you are not following a particular pattern, you will not get the same results each time. Let me give you an example. If you are making pot of jollof rice, for instance, so in the first time you made the pot of jollof, you use 2 cups of rice with maybe 2 cups of rice and a sachet of tomatoes to prepare the jollof rice. But the next time you are making the jollof rice, tomato was in season. So you use the same 2 cups of rice, but this time around, you added like 2,000 naira worth of tomatoes and it was different. The end result is going to be different. Even though you used rice, you used tomatoes and you used a lot of other ingredients. The end result is going to be different. If you use 2 cubes of seasoning cube in the first time, and the next time you want to prepare the same quantity of rice, you use 3 seasoning cubes or no seasoning cube, the taste, the outcome is going to be different. So there has to be a routine. There has to be what you do in an orderly manner. Food safety also helps us to understand. We have seen scientific methods, we have seen routines, we've seen practices. How and what you do, how does it affect food? How you handle food, how you prepare food, how you distribute food. Now, how and where your activities, how does it affect food? Those activities you do in your processing facility as a food processor, does it make the food you produce finally to be free from harmful bacteria, viruses, and parasites? All these names, we can lump them up together and call them germs. Now, germs are not visible. Most germs are not visible to the eyes. So you may look at something and say it is clean, but is it actually clean? Is it actually clean? If I pour something rotten on a table and I used the back of my elbow to swipe it away, that surface, is it really clean? When somebody comes in and looks at that surface, the person may think, oh, the table is clean. But is it really clean? There may be deposits of microbes still on that table. These are part of the thing. So the way we do things in our food processing facility, how does it affect the end food product? NAFDAC is interested in this from the time of production till the time the customer is consuming it. And people who do not get it right in any of these steps, they will have delays with NAFDAC. So this is part of why people have delays with NAFDAC? Because they do not understand food safety. And most times NAFDAC may not break it down this way for you. Let's look at good manufacturing practice. If you're a food processor, you're a manufacturer. You're a manufacturer. And there is practices that are good and there are practices that are not good. Good manufacturing practices are a set of guidelines and regulations designed to ensure that regulated products, we remember what I call regulated products, the food, the drugs, the chemicals, and water. Now, good manufacturing practice, also abbreviated as GMP, they are guidelines and regulations that are designed to ensure that regulated products consistently produced and controlled in high quality standards. If you look at most food products in the shelves in supermarkets, when you go there, you notice that every particular batch is the same. That's the way it is supposed to also be for SMEs. What you produce today should be the same with what you produce the next day, because there is a system to it if you're following good manufacturing practice. The aim of this, the reason for this is to minimize risk in manufacturing, such as contamination, errors in labeling, variations in product quality, which cannot be eliminated when the final product is done or through testing. Are we together? Huda, your hand is up. Do you want to speak? Please go ahead. So, okay, I will continue. You can drop your question in the chat box if you do not want to speak directly. Good manufacturing practice, there are different practices inside that you do within your facility that help you present yourself as somebody who practices this, such as your SOPs. SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedures, your internal records, your logbook, and the way your facility is, the way your factory is. For people who do not have factory, don't mind my terminology that I use factory or facility. That corner where you are producing your food product in your home, that is your factory for now. While you are working on your growth, that is what I mean when I say factory or facility. Now, good hygiene practice, what is that? There are measures and procedures implemented throughout the food chain to ensure safety and suitability for human consumption. There was a time that food products from Nigeria were banned. And the reason for banning it, it wasn't like it's banned. It's not a banned product. It was dried fish. But it was rejected at the airport. And why they rejected it, they said it was not safe for human consumption. And the person carrying it was biting off it, saying it is edible, it is edible. You know that in this country, many people eat what is not wholesome. And because you consume what is not wholesome and you did not drop instantly, people say it doesn't do me anything. You know, they do me anything. But actually, everybody's body system and immune system is not the same thing. The food you are processing for your family is different from what you are packaging for the public. Your family, you already understand the pattern of immune system of your family members. And if there is anything, you are watching your family. So if somebody complains of stomach ache, you are at it immediately. But are you going to watch over the entire public who you have given the food to? You find out that good hygiene practice is very, very important. These are practices that you should do that ensure that the food you are processing is done in a very hygienic environment. The aim is to minimize risk. You minimize risk. Some of the practices there are your PPE, your personal protective equipment, medical fitness report to show whether people that are processing this food do not have communicable diseases. Nobody will want to know if the food product that is made by people that have cholera. So if you do such medical fitness tests and it shows that a staff has cholera, the person can take off work and treat himself. When the medical report shows that he's fit for work to handle food, the person can come back. So having the medical fitness report does not mean that you can no longer practice, but it means that you need to address it so that it is no longer communicable and pose a health risk to the public. You also show your hand washing if you wash your hands thoroughly during food processing, and if your premises is fumigated. Now, NAFDAC expects us to understand these things. What are the things I've mentioned? Food safety, good manufacturing practice, good hygiene practice. So for the people who do not have science background or are hearing these terminologies for the first time, NAFDAC expects you to understand this, but they may not mention this to you. So you'll be having lots of back and forth with them. They keep canceling what you write. And what is actually causing that cancellation is that there's something they are looking for that you have not addressed. And if you have the knowledge of safety, if you have the knowledge of food hygiene, good hygiene practice, and good manufacturing practice, you will be able to correct it immediately. They not only expect you to understand this, they expect you to apply this knowledge in your day-to-day activities for the sake of the public. And if you are not qualified, you do not have a science background to understand these terminologies, NAFDAC will expect you to employ a scientist, somebody who studied food science or food microbiology or any of the related sciences that understand microbes, contamination, hygiene, and all those things. You do not have to go and get a university degree in food science. You can take courses. FDA provides courses on food safety, and food safety, our food safety program covers all aspects of food safety, including good manufacturing practice, good hygiene practice, HACCP. It covers all of them. HACCP is talking about the hazards you encounter in your workstation. So you can take such a course and present it to NAFDAC while you are not able to employ a scientist because you are still working alone. You can take all these courses and attach it to your CV as you're submitting to NAFDAC. And when they see, they will know that, okay, this person has been trained and understands these things. So what's the roadmap to get NAFDAC approved? I've mentioned the first roadmap: undergo training. The training is not just for you to present your certificate to NAFDAC. Yes, they want to see the certificate to show that you understand food science. But beyond just a certificate, I want you to get the knowledge, because you are different. You are different from someone out there. You are the one who came for this training because you want things to be better for your business. You are the one who is aspiring to sell in shops or to export. Some people don't care about that. They are okay with selling to family and friends or selling unbranded products in the market. But you are the one who is seeking for greater heights. So don't just go for certificates. I want you to go for the knowledge. So stick with this community. A lot of trainings are going to be coming up subsequently. Some are going to be free, some are going to be paid. Whichever one it is, make sure you find yourself in the room, because your ticket to your growth is found here. So number one is get educated. That is your roadmap to getting NAFDAC approved without wasting much time and money. The next approach of the next thing you are supposed to do is to get all the documentation that you need. We have listed the documentation that show NAFDAC that you understand what you are doing, which is your SOPs, your internal records, your logbook, and the setting of your facility. When you get these things right, you will get free access. Maybe not free access. When you get these things right, you will get express treatment. You present your NAFDAC request to NAFDAC and you get express attention, because everything is check, 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 check. But if you do not understand or get these things right, you are going to get a lot of cancellations. They got a lot of rejections, and they will keep tossing you back and forth, and time will be going. I know some people have been on this matter for 3 years, and the NAFDAC has even changed policy, and they have given up. There are some people that have been there for months, for years, and you know, it is important for you to understand this. What we are offering to you at FDI Hub, apart from this knowledge, which might take a while before you get to learn a lot of these things, what FDI Hub has packaged now is, we call it the DIY toolkit. Now, what is the DIY toolkit? The DIY toolkit is a complete package that provides all the documentation. You see all these documents that we have listed, all the documentation that you need for your food product, all the documentation you need for your food products to get NAFDAC approved. FDI Hub has packaged them as templates, as video clips, for you to be able to slot in your business name, slot in the food product you are making, and print it out on your letterheaded paper. We have already done those things for you. We have also, apart from getting this DIY toolkit, apart from the templates that you get of all the documentation you require, you also have the video revealing the secrets to handling your registration without an agent. You will also have access to a network of peers who are on the same journey. Part of why people give up in their NAFDAC certification journey is that when they feel so alone, many people, I don't know if it's competition or what do I call it, there are some communities you will get to and you see that level of secrecy. Entrepreneurs don't want to tell you what they are doing and how far they have gone. But when you come to the FDI Hub community, you find out that everybody there is trying to get NAFDAC approved. So everybody is on the same journey. So you can ask each other questions. You can network within each other to see how far have you gone? What did they say? How did you scale through that hurdle? So you have that community support. And apart from that, you have the BDSP services. Now, what's the BDSP services that I'm talking about? BDSP stands for Business Development Service Provider. Now, I don't know people that are conversant with SMIDAN. SMIDAN is the federal agency that is responsible for grooming SMEs, entrepreneurs in small and medium scale entrepreneurs to be able to start and grow their businesses. Now, SMIDAN assigns BDSP, the service providers, to each entrepreneurial community. I am a BDSP trained by Kaduna Business School and SMIDAN. I am also a GOPA GIZ certified trainer. So I am going to be in that community to guide you. So you're going to have also discount on future products that we have. Remember, we are going to have other training packages coming in. The DIY toolkit and support, you have different modules there. The foundation mindset that shows you the mindset you need to have when you are approaching NAFDAC. There's a way you will come to them. They will not send you out, but it will be like they are not answering you. You will not know why. You need to speak a language that they understand. We will take you through that clarity and mindset. We will take you through the facility design. How do you design your workstation in such a way that you can be able to get NAFDAC approved? And for people that do not have a workstation also, there are suggestions that you can bring up that can help you to get a workstation faster. Now, we also have the master checklist of all the documents that you need. We have already created the templates for you. The documents are a lot. I will not lie to you. They're a lot, but they're doable. Sometimes when you see the breakdown, you start looking for consultants, but actually you can do it by yourself if you have the right support. Then the step-by-step navigation on how to pass through the NAFDAC portal where you do the uploading of your documents. You will guide you through that. And then you have the done for you SOPs and logs and community support and accountability. Now, if you're going for consultants, like I've already said, the pricing is about 500,000 naira. If you're going for SOP pricing, when I write SOPs for people, I charge 20,000 naira per SOP because I am the one doing it for you. I am thinking for you. But in the NAFDAC DIY toolkit, we are not thinking for you. We are teaching you how to think. We are teaching you how to take ownership of your business, because going through a consultant as a small business owner, it sorry, excuse me. If you go through a consultant, they can help you and get your NAFDAC certification out, but you will not learn and you will not grow. And when you want to do the next product that you are presenting, you will still pay that money again. When it's time for renewal, NAFDAC certification for SMEs is only for 2 years. So in 2 years' time, you'll be coming back to do it again. You will pay that money again. But if you understand it, you will run your business in accordance to these food safety principles, because you now understand it. And when you're running your food in accordance to food safety principles, you see that you can grow better, because you understand what you are doing from a scientific perspective. Now, the DIY toolkit, the price is 50,000 naira, but the toolkit is still under production. As we are having interactions with SMEs, we are infusing into it the needs that you communicate to us. Like I said earlier, when you do not communicate, you will not be attended to. The people that have said, oh, I'm into this product, the examples we are going to be using will be the examples of the food product that you are presenting. But if we do not know that you make that product, we may not use your product as case study. So we have a special discount for people who are paying before the launch of the product. We have a special discount, but this discount is going to run for only a short period of time, and the price will go up. If you're paying between now and Monday, the time you come to work on Monday, you'll be paying 20,000 naira. But after Monday, once we resume work, the price will go up. It is just for a short window for people who want to get into this program with us. So thank you very much. I want to hear from you now. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, make sure you are there. That is how we can communicate. That is how we can keep track with one another. So make sure you have joined the WhatsApp group. I would like to take our questions now and all clarifications that you need. Thank you very much for staying through with us from the beginning till the end. You are highly much appreciated. Thank you, everyone. So Excel, over to you.
All right, thank you very much for that presentation. Thank you for the presentation. People can keep the reactions going to appreciate. All right, so yeah, aware that have questions. The question I different box. Okay, someone's already raising the hand. The question coming. The question to ask, please speak up.
Hello, okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma. Thank you so much. Ma, please, I've actually begin to, I had an issue like 2 or 3 weeks ago with NAFDAC store. So I begin to learn the process. So I want you to help me with this clarification. I heard that, like for me, I'm into pap and cereal production. So I was told that we are going to need the contract of supplier when we are registering for NAFDAC. And for me, I buy in the open market. So, but the person said that I have to have a supplier contact, that the contact that have direct from the farm, as a kind of contact that have from the farm, because NAFDAC want to know that in case maybe there is issue and they check my product. Maybe it's the corn that is having issue. They will want to know where did I buy from, which farm and all that. So for somebody like me that is still buying in the open market, I'm not buying from the company or something. What can I do? Because I actually need the NAFDAC this thing. Police catch the rider. Yeah, they held the rider that helped me to that want to help me to deliver like 2 weeks ago, and they didn't release him. That they stay until I come over. So me, I don't even know it's a big thing. It was when you are teaching us now that because I joined last week too. So I went there. They were really dragging with me until I parted with money because they said they would transfer it to NAFDAC and all that. So I begin to look at okay, what are the things I need? That's why I even pay for the 2 kids. Please, for this supplier of a thing, how do I go about it? What do I do so that my NAFDAC registration can be passed, ma? Thank you.
If you understand food safety now, thank you very much for your question. If you understand food safety, you understand why they need you to have that. It's because of traceability, like you have said. If there's an issue, where do they go to? So what you can do is to find a wholesaler in the market. Stop buying from here and there. Stop buying from everywhere you see. Have a dedicated, maybe one or two suppliers. Go to shops where they sell wholesale. Those wholesalers buy from farms most times. So it can be traced to the farm. But if you go to buy from people who have 2 mudu, 3 mudu, or one bag, you will not be able to. They buy anywhere, they buy what is cheap. But if you go to a wholesaler, they buy from the same place.
Okay, ma. I'll work on that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. If you have challenges, chat on the paid group so that we can look at it one on one and see the
Okay,
options.
thank
Okay.
you.
Do we have any other question?
Yeah, thank you, ma. Mine is Mohammed Idris from Kasna. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Pick up, bro.
Mine, I just want. Okay. Mine, I just want to add more to what the last person just said. That she need the now in the process of the NAFDAC stuff. But I think just like what you gave an advice that let her find a kind of person that have a supplier. Sometimes what they looked at into, because I have experienced this kind of issue. So sometimes it's not even the market. What is giving them problem is the traces of these mycotoxins and heavy metals. So I think if they can get somebody that maybe she has somebody that will be running a kind of where the market buyers they used to buy the stuff is going to clear this kind of issue to them, because I have seen cases like that. So they were not able to trace the farm, but when they trace the chain buyer, the people buying from the local markets, so they have them, they are already having people like that from the local market that they are buying in box. So that is where some people are buying their stuff. So they take some samples for analysis. That is why they have that get that access to have to support them because of that kind of. But buying from different place, you buy from there, buy from there, buy from there, sometimes it give you a lot of problem. So that is what I just want to add, just like what you say to her, that let her have a place where they are putting it in bulk, they are selling it in bulk, so that at least she can have that laboratory analysis on all these mycotoxins and aflatoxins, especially for the maize. That is one of the things I just want to add.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And good to hear from you today, sir. Do we have any other
Thank you, ma.
questions?
Okay, seems like we do not have any other question. So do well to fill out the attendance via the chat box. Access the chat box and fill out the attendance to capture your details. So before we go, Mrs. Adefo, can you mute? Can you mute? Okay, so before we go, we'll be taking a screenshot of it's actually a group picture. We'll be taking a group picture for recording purposes, for documentation purposes, for the fact that we all joined this class. It was exciting. Um, it was enlightening, right? It was enlightening. So if you're not, if you have reservations, you can go off the call so that we can take the screenshot or the picture, yeah, the group picture. So we can drop reactions as we take the picture. Drop reactions as we take the picture. Give that beautiful effect. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. All right. Have we come? Have we taken a picture, admin?
Yes, yes, I've done that.
All right. Okay.
So
So
thank you
thank you
very
very
much,
much.
everyone. So if you have further questions, all of us are in the WhatsApp group. And if you are not in the WhatsApp group, please get in touch with us immediately. Thank you very much. We will also get back to you for the next session that we are going to have. Thank you very much and have a good evening.